All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I bring to you a very special edition of the Run Home podcast. I am here with the creator, founder, co-owner of CSFBL, Mr. Brian DiMarzo. Brian, welcome to the party.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here because we're about to announce maybe not the biggest thing CSFBL has ever done, but we are here to announce one of the last things CSFBL has ever done, because there's a change ahead.
Yeah, that's a really, I never thought about it that way. This is the last big thing ever for CSFBL. Now, there's fans out there getting scared. What do you think?
They're thinking we're closing it down, is what they're thinking.
They may be. They may be. Are they right or are they wrong?
No, they're wrong. We're not closing it down. People would lose their minds if we did that. I would lose my mind if I did that. No, we're here because at the end of the day, we're trying to actually do the exact opposite. We're trying to grow the brand, grow the game. And you've heard me say it before, CSFBL doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. And so when Brian and I first teamed up, it was one of the earliest conversations we had, is like, at some point, you think we need to rebrand? And I was so scared to bring it up to Brian. I really was. I did it in person when he was here in Texas over lunch. And what did you say?
I said, sure.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But it is a little scary for me because I've said this to you before. I've been playing since 2004. Obviously, you've been playing since 2000 or 2001 when it first rolled out. And CSFBL's like been a part of my world. So I got very nervous about like rebranding and then having people like lose their connection to it. So certainly didn't want to do that, and didn't want to lose the logo because I love the logo. And so the idea was, how do we like get the best of all worlds here? And I think we did that. What do you think?
I think we did a pretty good job. But before you reveal,
I'm going too far.
How about I tell the story? Where does CSFBL come from? Most
people
don't know the story.
Yeah, that's
so good. Back in the 1990s, I used to play a game called by Sierra Sports. Front Page Baseball? Front Page Sports Baseball. Great baseball simulation. And they had a tool that you can kind of play with other people. And some guy, his name is Mike Strano. Mike, I'll never forget you. I don't think we ever met, but I used to play Mike Strano's baseball league, and it was a simulated league for this game. And I think he had a website, and somewhere on the website it said like Mike Strano Baseball League. And then below that it said a computer simulated fantasy baseball league. So I'm pretty sure I stole the name from him. So I mean, thanks for letting me borrow it for all these years. But those days are numbered, right?
Yeah. I mean, thankfully you didn't call it Mike Strano CSFBL, because then it'd be MSCSFBL and it'd be even more complicated.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I did get a lot of questions for a year. We sponsored a softball team, and people said, "Oh, you guys work for Credit Suisse First Boston?" Which is a weird thing to say right now. Credit Suisse,
because it's going out of business.
They're about to go away. Yeah. So, but anyway, here we are.
That's funny, because you could have just said yes. So like, I don't know if my announcement video is going to come before or after this, but I said in there, and I think it's true, it's like we're actually going to level up and get this out to advertise on podcasts and shows, and maybe have an influencer or two, so that we can drive more traffic to the game. And we needed something that not only rolled off the tongue, but something that if you said it, you're going to remember it right away. It needed to be baseball related, something that you could hear on a drive to work and then type in later. And so with that, I think we should just pull back the veil. What do you think?
Yeah, you ready to do it?
I'm ready to. I'm actually. Hang on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm ready to do it. Tell me when.
Right. 3, 2, 1.
Bang! Hey, we did that together. That was good. Base hit.
Different colors just to show variety too.
I like it. Basehit.com, easy to remember, a baseball term, only 7 letters. It is, okay,
Nice,
that hurt.
nice.
Basehit.com. And you see, everyone, logo's the exact same. And even added a little by CSFBL, so people that don't get the memo early on, they realize it's the exact same game. It really is. But it just symbolizes that we are on the path for growth and new things, and more new, interesting people playing the game. And I couldn't be more excited about it. And Brian, sincerely, I want to thank you for being so open to changing the name. I really do think it was the right thing. But I mean, if you said, no, this thing's staying CSFBL, it would stay CSFBL.
Yeah, but look, I think at the end of the day, what really defines the growth of the game is bringing in more people, anything that's going to get it more accessible to people, whether easy to remember, easier to market. Those are important, and ultimately, that's what we're going after. You know, a game with a bad name that nobody plays is not as good as a game with a good name that people remember that they do play because they remember it. So,
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I didn't want to go too down the rabbit hole, but it was really important that that it was a .com URL, that it was less than 8 letters, that, you know, all those things. But also the thing that actually, the 2 things that tripped us up the most were finding one that we could afford, because there's all the baseball sites. There's fantasy baseball and forums and education and daily fantasy and former baseball games. Those URLs are taken or squatted on. And then the second thing is, needed one that we could trademark. And so it took a long time, but Base Hit was just a combination, a perfect combination of them all, because it also fits the logo. And honestly, I couldn't be happier.
I'm on board.
Yeah. So
exciting times.
So yeah, so here's where we go from here. You know, most people probably have not actually seen it because we've been running it in the background, but CSFBL at the time, now Base Hit, already came out with its first digital ads, essentially commercials that have been already playing on Facebook. They're going to start loading on Twitter. Like I said, start getting out to podcasts. And so this is where the fun part begins, because we're going to start seeing a lot of new faces inside CSFBL. Now Base Hit, God slap me every time I do it. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun year.
Yeah, it's good times ahead as always. And I think this is it's the right thing to do. And the good thing for those out there, CSFBL, we still own it. So if you go to that, you'll still wind off where you want to be. So if you insist on just typing it in, you could type it in forever, and you'll always get to your favorite baseball game on the web.
That was a really actually good point, because there's a lot of people that have it bookmarked, or like me are going to have trouble just constantly saying CSFBL. So it really doesn't matter. Everything stays the same. All the things point in the exact same direction. It's just you're going to see a new name at the top.
That's it.
That's it. All right. So that's all we wanted to tell you for now. We'll join you again sometime soon. Brian, you have anything you want to sound off on before?
Hey, it's a great thing to start right before opening days around the corner, right?
Yeah, it's the perfect time. That was the other thing, is we had to get this done so we could hit opening day. Yep. All right, everyone.
All right.
Thank you so much for understanding. Brian, thank you for being a good partner and joining with me on this endeavor. I'm excited.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, everybody.